to show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money in crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, guys, make sure to hit that like button. We're going to coach you guys through this with these like buttons, because if you guys want the price of Bitcoin to go up, you're going to need to smash the likes. And I'm a little worried right now about the price of Bitcoin going down, because it has been dropping quite a bit. We're going to be showing you guys a lot of reasons today why this is healthy and why this is gearing us up for the next run up. And I know a lot of you guys are scared. Number one, because you're little babies. But number two, you're scared because, hey, we had a record number of liquidations, $10 billion worth of liquidations this weekend. And I'm just kidding. I'm not really calling you all babies, okay? But speaking of babies, TJ got a puppy.
I did get a puppy.
Little bitty baby puppy.
A little baby.
Can't wait to see her on the stream here a little bit later. So if you guys want to see TJ's puppy, make sure to stick around. But the point here, what I want to say is that a lot of people, lost money over the weekend. But here's the thing. What would you rather do? Would you rather have the price of Bitcoin drop dramatically in a couple days and recover? Or would you rather have a low or a long, slow burn? I would rather just have it quick, rip the Band-Aid off. And I think we could be looking at that is what just happened. Yeah, there are a lot of scared sounding people in here. I see somebody said that. We're also going to be talking about meme coins. We're going to be looking at Dogecoin. And I'm going to be giving you guys some reasons why I think that Dogecoin is not as affected by the rest of these market swings like everything else. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about quite a lot. As you guys know, I had my car stolen last week. I'm going to be showing you guys my new car. I haven't bought it yet. I mean, we're in the process of buying it. Probably won't be here till next week, but I'm just excited about it. I want to show you guys. You guys want to see it?
Yeah.
I want to see it. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started here, guys. 826,000 subscribers. Definitely blowing up here as we're getting close to a million, where we're going to give away a full Bitcoin. Can't wait to do that. Super excited about that. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Hit Network and also New Money Gang. New Money Gang actually growing faster than Hit Network right now. So if you guys want to see the daily vlogs from behind the scenes, you guys come here and do that. Or if you want to see how to make money online so you can get your crypto stacks up, you guys can go watch New Money Gang. This is the new car, guys. Look at this. Looks nice. I'm getting a used one. It's only got 18 miles on it. This is from Boardwalk Ferrari in Dallas. We are going to have J-Chains drive this thing out here next week instead of flying out. So this is a 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon Coupe. The Demon, the fastest Dodge they ever made, fastest car in America. This thing's got 840 horsepower, so 43 more horsepower than my last one. It is a slick looking ride, so we're going to be getting the Demon up in here. That's the exact one. That's it. So we're going to be signing the paperwork, getting the money sent over to them. They're going to be sending that thing over here. So super excited about it. I want to show you guys. It's also got a nice little system in the back. So anyways, I want to show you guys that. Pretty exciting stuff. Also, guys, if you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you're doing that. But before we really get started into the market watch here, I want to talk to you guys about some stuff that happened on Twitter over the weekend. And it kind of has to do, you can go ahead and move to market watch. We can go ahead and start as we talk about this here. If you're not following us on Twitter, make sure you are. We're at 269K. You guys go ahead and make sure to follow me there so we can get that thing up to 270 so it's not awkward. I got to come on and say 269. So let's go and get that thing up to 270. But guys, some stuff happened over the weekend. This is from Zero Hedge. So Bitcoin crashes as much as 15% amid unsubstantiated report of money laundering crackdown. Now, I can't for the life of me believe that this is actually what happened. What people are saying happened over the weekend is that a tweet came out, and I'm going to show you guys this tweet. Now, the guy's got 156,000 followers. Okay, so he's definitely got some followers. It's this guy, FX Hedge. At FX Hedgers. I mean, I wouldn't go follow them after they said this stuff unless it turns out to be true. But basically, they had a tweet where they said right here. Okay, now think about how stupid this is. Okay, U.S. Treasury. This is from a random account on Twitter. Now, of course, this is not a cartoon avatar. This is a coin avatar. So it's got to be even worse, right? Is that a quarter? What even is that? So basically what they said, U.S. Treasury to charge several financial institutions for money laundering using cryptocurrencies. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, there's Laura Mason. That's my real estate agent. You guys go check out Laura Mason. If you guys want to sell a house or buy a house in the Atlanta area. But guys, first of all, none of this is new, right? Like, money laundering for financial institutions is not new. Like, okay, when Douchebank from Germany, isn't that how you pronounce it, TJ? Douchebank?
Yep.
Yeah. When Douchebank from Germany got, I think it was $1 billion fine or something like that. It was some kind of crazy number 2 years ago for money laundering for the mafia, right? When that happened, did that make the price of the German currency go down? The value of the German currency?
No.
No. But yet somehow when financial institutions are, even if this were true, now we're like making a big leap of faith here to believe that this is true. We have nothing. Look at the source. Look at the source. Sources. Nothing. Look how much traction this got. 3,200 retweets, 2,400 quotes, 7,800 likes. That's a lot of likes. I've got a bigger Twitter account than them. And if we don't ever get that many likes.
No, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Okay. This went super viral. Now, who are the people that are commenting on this? And who are the people that are, spreading this? Well, it's anti-Bitcoin people. I mean, Peter Schiff was sharing this like, oh, see, told you. What kind of idiocy? But I believe most of the time when you see prices dropping, you are seeing smoke and mirrors. And I believe that's what we saw. TJ, how many people we got watching right now?
Almost 10,000.
Almost 10,000. How many likes?
1,400.
That's a 14%. We got to get that at least up to 50%, guys. If you're watching this live stream and you believe there is a reciprocal effect from how many likes this video has to the price of Bitcoin, make sure you like this video.
Yes, smash those likes.
Smash the likes. But you should really just do it because it's common courtesy. Love you guys. Thank you. Okay, so let's get back here. Let's go actually into the markets. We got the market cap hovering around $2 trillion. I believe, at one point it did go below $2 trillion. The volume, though, is extremely high, 220 billion. Bitcoin dominance, 51.4%. We're continuing to see that fall. And then ETH dominance at 12.4%. Somebody said Polkadot was getting crushed right now.
Well, good.
Is that true?
It's
only down 3%. Nope, down 5%. Down 12% for the week, $34. Polkadot is one I'm looking at right now. I'm getting ready to make a very, very large Polkadot purchase to get those holdings up. Dogecoin holding, look at that, up 17% today.
Diamond
37
hands.
cents. Diamond hands, am I right? 424% for the week. I mean, nothing's going to touch that for the week. I mean, Neo's second with plus 80%, and then VeChain still doing pretty well. So look at the biggest gainers of the day. Neo up 28%. Qtum, Conflux Network, don't know anything about that one. A new entry into the top 100. Dogecoin up 17% for the day. Stacks continuing to crush it, up 27%. Solana with a good run here, 15%. KuCoin, a lot of good projects that bounced back today.
Yeah. Solana was one that was interesting. Like, Doge obviously held strong through that big dip, and Solana was another one that was kind of...
Yeah, Solana did good.
Looked solid.
Did you guys see this? Did you guys look? What's going on here with this? Why are the numbers wrong? Watch this. You ready? 28, 25, 34, 18.
Yeah, that's weird.
The numbers are off here. I don't know if that's because the market is moving very quickly right now. But, I mean, these are all out of order. So that's really weird. Because, look, we got red right here in the middle of the green. I don't know what's going on in CoinMarketCap. Probably just a lot of traffic going on there right now. So, and then when we move on over, we look at the Nupal guys. Like, I need to move this in. I need to move this way in. There we go. Okay, when you look at the Nupal, your dad was looking at the dog, I think. He literally just stopped to peek in and look at the dog back there. Can you see the dog in the background if you put you up? No. Oh, yeah, you can. Look there. Look at that little. Look at the little puppy baby. Look at the little baby puppy. I'll grab her. Oh, you're gonna grab her right now? Come show the puppy, TJ. This puppy is so cute. Oh, we gotta say what we named the puppy.
Yeah, this is.
What? And I said we because obviously TJ is my work wife.
Yeah, this is for all of us here at the office. This is Ada. Ada.
Hey, sometimes I call her ADA. Look at the puppy. Oh my god. Look at that.
You want to hold her? You want me to bring her up?
Bring
there?
her up here. Bring up little Ada.
Little puppy time.
I mean, if you didn't know, Cardano is our #1 most profitable coin in the history of this channel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Oh, she loves me. She loves me. Oh my gosh, look at my nose. Ah.
Now she'll be awake for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, well, how could you get a taste of this and then go back to sleep? You know? I mean, look, she loves the beer. Look at that.
She'll bite it. Careful.
I don't care. She's a biter. Okay, whatever. I can deal with it. So that's the puppy.
That's Ada.
That was so cute. That's Ada right there. So absolutely adorable. So you could have also named her Doji.
Well, the other one was we were thinking about Lana for Solana, but Ada sticks.
Who is we?
That was Adam's.
I was not invited into this conversation, actually.
That was Adam's idea, actually.
Adam's idea. Lana, that's a pretty good name.
Yeah,
So that's a
I
cute
thought so,
little puppy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get back here to the stream. Guys, if you love puppies, smash the like button.
Yeah.
If you like cats, I'll just leave that there. Yeah. Okay, so we got here on the, you want to switch back to the screen here. The Nupal is getting pounded right now. You could say it looks like a little double top on the Nupal, and now we're dropping. There's nothing in the charts, stock to flow deflection. There's nothing in the charts, once again, to indicate that we're anywhere near a top, okay?
Well, and that's one thing for people that have never experienced a major dip like that. Like if you're new to crypto and you've never seen a 15, 20% drop overnight, like that's okay. These are real healthy. It's not uncommon. I saw a great meme that I shared over the weekend that was like Bitcoiners getting texts about the dip after Bitcoin's, a 15% dip after it's been up 700% for the year. It's like these are very normal, healthy market corrections. So don't freak out.
Yeah, I think it is true. It is a healthy market correction, but something about that dip this weekend was not healthy. That was too dramatic of a drop, which overall it seems to be like I think it's a better thing, like ripping off the Band-Aid, right? You show the chart here. We move on to Bitcoin chart. But like here's what I want to show you guys. Like, and I'll be honest with you, like there was a little
Eddie. That guy's
Eddie
grown.
is.
He's grown on me.
What is this guy? Eddie Parrott. He died. He died, actually. He's coming to us from the grave. Sorry, Eddie. He passed away in White Plains, Georgia, so kind of near here. So coming to us from the grave. But the fact is here, guys, is that when you look... Oh, God. I just got wicked out. Literally just happened. Wow.
Got him.
Don't want to show that one right now. Just know I'm hurting on that trade. Yeah, I mean, because, guys, I didn't think... And I'll be honest with you. Like, when we're going to look at some of these numbers, like, we've got some promising stuff. Okay? There's definitely some promising things. But I'm a little concerned about the next 4 to 6 weeks right now with Bitcoin. And the reason why is because we have been planning on that Coinbase IPO for so long. We've been talking about that for 2 months, right? Well, it came and it went and we got a pump for half a week and now it's totally gone, right? Like, it's totally gone. What is the next thing? What are we waiting on at this point? If you go back and you look, right? The beginning of February, so we had the pump December, January, right? Things were going, things were fun, things were exciting. And then the price dropped towards the end of January, but we had this Michael Saylor conference everybody was looking forward to, right? So we got the Michael Saylor conference. Price of Bitcoin pumped, and then it shot back down. Then we looked at March, right? Like, the beginning of the month had been favorable. We had the Coinbase IPO we thought was coming in March. It ended up coming in April. So we were looking forward to that, and now we got it, and now we've totally erased the entire gains from the Coinbase IPO. Mm-hmm. And if we go here and we look at the monthly chart, now overall, I do want to say this though, guys. Like overall, I'm still, extremely bullish on Bitcoin. Like I think that we're not near the top by any stretch of the imagination, okay? But I do want to say, like, there is a chance that we could go through a negative month. Let's see what we're on the Heiken sheet. Let's go to the regular candles. Look, guys, I mean, let's face facts here. Right now, I find it very unlikely that we will end up with a green candle for this month. Right now, the price started for this month at 58,766. Right now, the price is at, golly, it dropped all the way down to 54. It dropped all the way down to, right now it's at 54.3 right now at this moment. So this thing has dropped dramatically. If we go and we look at the 4-hour chart, I mean, it's dropping close to where it dropped yesterday. I mean, yesterday overnight it dropped down to 51.7. Right now it's right at 54. I mean, it's still a long ways away from there, but for the first, it ended up closing above that. The lowest close we got for the 4-hour was 53,500. We're not that far away from that right now. So we're seeing the price continue to fall. If you look down here, we got a red dot on the 4-hour chart, on the momentum wave. And then, look, we got this candle right here. But if we go back here and we look at the monthly chart, like it's a little concerning, guys. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Because we don't have anything we're looking to right now that's anything like kind of exciting outside of we just believe the bull run's not over. Now, here's the thing, though. This right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the most green monthly candles we've ever had in history. I think the most before this was 5. So we've never had 7. And I don't know if we're going to get 7, to be honest with you. Altcoins are getting real popular right now. A lot of people are looking at altcoins on these dips. They're not necessarily turning around and getting back at Bitcoin. We've been stair-stepping up very slowly lately. And, you know, for me personally, we look at when we look at the ends of the months, we know they've been bad, right? The ends of the month have been terrible every month. Why? Well, because the futures contracts sucked the price down towards the end. So now we're getting close to 420 tomorrow. And we've already had the Coinbase IPO. We'll look at the Coinbase IPO at the end where a lot of the people in that were selling it. I was hoping to buy more Bitcoin. But right now, like, I don't see a lot of huge prospects for the price to jump up. Now, do I believe we're going to hold $50,000? I do believe we'll. News, we don't have there's nothing like a strike or anything.
No, I think the internet crashed.
No, the internet's fine everywhere else, but on like TradingView and what we're seeing on the screen up there.
For me, it was
like I was going on Twitter, it popped right up. Are we streaming right now? Are we still live?
I'm not sure.
We're back.
Now we're back.
Now we're back. Okay. All right. So, anyways, basically what I was telling you guys, what I was asking for.
You got to reconnect your desktop.
Reconnect the desktop, okay. What I was asking you guys is, what, other than me going down in the stream here, what are you bullish on? Like, what are you looking at with the price of Bitcoin right now and saying, I can see the price conceivably going up? Because I don't want to act like I'm super bearish. I just don't know what that thing is. So let me know what you think it is and drop that down in the chat so we can maybe talk about it because, you know, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that was one thing that was real interesting to me when I went to pull up the news this morning was there just wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of hype. There wasn't a lot of just positive stuff out there. I feel like everybody kind of gathered all that information and all the hype and all the stuff around the Coinbase IPO and all the news dropped last week. And then, like you said, we had all that run up and then, yeah, that's the dog.
The dog is squeaking in the background.
Yeah, she's awake now. But, you know, and then after the IPO, everything just kind of like all the air was let out of the room and everyone's like, okay, now what? And, you know, that's kind of what the general sentiment feels like.
Well, we had a good run.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun, guys. Appreciate you watching the channel, and we'll see you in 2024.
Yeah.
Had a good run. But in all seriousness, though, guys, you moved to the Ethereum chart here. It is, you know, I'm more bullish right now on the altcoins than I am right now on Bitcoin because the altcoins got really crushed, and a lot of them had a lot of strong momentum. And to me, I think that, you know, a lot of this is going to bounce back pretty quick for the altcoins. But, you know, somebody said a comment there pretty interesting. Oh, there's a CME gap at $54,095. Did we not fill it just now?
We would have been close.
No, we did not. Wait, that's 6. Oh, it's down here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we did fill it. Right? Looks like we filled the CME gap. No, it's right here. We filled some of it.
Oh, we're working our way towards it.
So if y'all are looking at some good entry points, I would say 54.4. But didn't it go to 54.5 a second ago? Look, it's plunging right now as we speak. So, yeah. So, anyways, I think we'll probably fill those gaps. And a lot of you guys, like, you got to understand, most of the time when we're looking at these CME gaps, they fill. But what happens is, if they don't fill immediately, like within 24 hours, you start feeling like, oh, there's no way it will go down that far again. But then we get these plummets. It is freaking plunging right now. So the CME gap is actually, the CME price is actually lower right now than the actual Bitcoin price. A lot of times it's higher. A lot of times it runs about $500 higher than the actual price. So if we're looking at where this thing will fill at, I mean, it's already filled part of it. It's already gone down that far, and then if you guys look from the top of the gap right here, so that's about where you could be looking at the price, about 54.45. So, I mean, guys, I thought today was going to get back on track, and I've been a little discouraged by the fact that I got up and it hasn't been on track. And so looking at Ethereum, go back to the price of Ethereum here. It's at $2,100. That thing went all the way down to, God, it went all the way down to 1943 on that crash. Jeez. 1943. So for Ethereum, where are we looking at for it to go? I mean, right now, everything is dependent on the price of Bitcoin. I mean, this wasn't what we expected to come on the stream and talk about. We expected to come on, talk chart, show you guys where the price and the potential could be going. But the fact is, right now, with Bitcoin just plummeting, then we don't really know where it's going to end. And we got to let Bitcoin hit a bottom before a lot of this starts, before a lot of these projects start, heading back up. So kind of looking, I mean, at the price of Ethereum right now, I mean, you could kind of look at, God, what a freaking drop that was. I'm like really impressed with this candle. That was a 16.8% candle. Wow. So one thing I want to show you guys, like, let's just move on, talk about Bitcoin again, because I don't think talking about Ethereum right now is really what anybody wants to hear, because while Bitcoin's dropping, doesn't really matter. I want to show you guys this. I want to go back to the daily chart here, and I want to show you guys like what we just experienced, and I want to kind of compare this to some other things we've seen. So when we peaked out at $42,000 for Bitcoin, yeah, we actually have a cake video tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. So, and then we've got a Market Cipher video for you guys. By the way, of course, if any of you guys want to sign up for Market Cipher or Bybit, head on over to bitboycrypto.com/deals. You can go here, sign up for Bybit if you want to find a bottom and try to make some money. And if you want to sign up for Market Cipher, we do have the 10% off code here. You guys can sign up for that. We got a Crypto Face video today talking about where he said things weren't looking really bullish right now. But he's going to talk about an upgrade to Market Cipher he's got going on, and then also talking about exit strategies. And of course, we do have merch if you guys ever want to go to the site and check out merch. We've been selling a lot of shirts, so appreciate all you guys there. But here's what I want to show you guys. Okay, from $42,000 to the bottom, it was. Let's see. Let me redo that here. Let me get it from the exact top here. Okay, so it was a 31% drop. That was the biggest drop we had during this entire bull run. I believe it was 31%. We talked a lot of times about how a 30% drop is average. In the last bull run, we had several drops that were about 40%, 30 to 40%. This bull run, the drops have been more in the 20 to 30% range, okay? But notice, how many days did that take? That took a total of 14 days for that drop, okay? So let's look at the next one. The next major drop we had from the all-time high was at about 58.5, and then it dropped down to, it dropped 26.79% in 7 days. So in 1 week, we had a 27% drop. Let's look at the next all-time high. Next all-time high, $62,000. Okay, from that day to the bottom, that would have been, which we've almost touched that bottom now, but that would have been 12 days, an 18% drop. Right now, what we're looking at is, I think it's 7 days. Well, to the bottom, it would have been 4 days, 4 days, okay, and 20%. So the question is, if we've seen a 31% drop, we've seen a 26% drop, if we've seen an 18% drop, is 20 good enough? Or are we going to go down further? If we went down further from here, we could be looking at, it's from a total of 65,000. Like a 30% drop would put us back at 45,000. I don't think we'll drop that low. But I potentially could see the price dropping close to 50 again. I think 50 is probably the bottom. I know a lot of you guys have we talked about 47,000 being very strong. I definitely don't expect it to go down below 47,000. But I'm just not, like, TJ, am I wrong?
No, I think that's pretty solid analysis. I don't think it'll dip that low. But like you said, looking at it, like it's feeling like it's getting more volatile. Like the drops are coming faster, which I think, as it kind of primes, like if you look at these last, what is this? What's this time frame from this drop to that drop?
Which one?
From here. Can you see my mouse or no?
I can't see your mouse.
Oh, that's weird.
From this drop?
Yeah, there you go. From
here
there
it is.
To there.
How many days was that?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like a month and a half.
Right. So
Yeah, 6 weeks.
Over that course of that month and a half, I feel like it's really spooling up to get that big rip. I think May is going to be a big month. I'll be real interested to see what happens over the next week or two. Like you said, we've got the futures that are going to kind of hold us down probably towards the end of this month. But once we get into May, sorry, dog's distracting me. Once we get into May, I think it's really going to take off, and we're going to see that big upward push. But we need these corrections, and they're seeming to come faster and more violently and more volatile as time goes on, and that gives us the volatility and the volume. What is the volume right now, by the way?
220 billion.
Yeah, so it's still
volume's very high.
It's creeping up slower and slower and slower, and so as we get up over that 220 billion, 250, 260, 280, then we see those. That's what it's going to take to see that violent move upward.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I mean, we know all the numbers that we're looking at the end of the year. And at some point, we got to start inching up. But the problem is, if you look here at the chart, so basically from the all-time high in January to the next all-time high was a 38.66% gain. Okay, from that all-time high to the next all-time high, it was only a 5% gain. Now, from that all-time high to the next all-time high was only a 4.5% gain. So the problem is, here's the problem, is that we're getting these really large corrections, but we're not getting momentum to carry us up. And I don't know, it makes me a little concerned, I'll be honest with you guys. It really does. Because we've been waiting for that one major rip, and we haven't got it. We haven't gotten a rip since January. Not a major rip.
Right.
So because we're getting these steep corrections, when we rip, we're just barely getting above where we were before. So, I mean, if you go back and look at, let's go back here and look at, let's go to the weekly chart. Maybe it'd be quicker here. Let's go back to the weekly chart, and let's go all the way back to 2017. And we look at the major corrections that we had. And let's see, maybe we can see something here that will make us a little more bullish. So let's just compare what we went through then. You can go ahead and go to the next one. I mean, this all is kind of the same stuff here.
Together.
Yeah. We just got to keep the stream moving here, but I think this is more interesting than the stories. So let's look here from all-time high to all-time high. So from that all-time high to here in 2017, no, that's 2015. I want to go to 2017 actually. Sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Okay, so from 2016. So from all-time high in 2015 to 2016, 55% gain, okay? Now let's look at the next one. So from this all-time high to that one, 46% gain, okay? So let's look again. So from that all-time high to the next all-time high, 18% gain, okay? So are you seeing what I'm seeing here? So from there to the next one, a 100% gain. So we don't have anything really that's showing us like 5% gains. It feels like there's something being suppressed that's not allowing Bitcoin to get to where it should be going. That's why, how many times you guys heard anyone say this, whether it's me or CryptoFace or Carl or Chris or whoever you watch, okay? Well, the target now is, we're going to blow straight through this to $70,000 or to $80,000. But we're not getting there. We're not getting there. we're not even getting close, actually. Every single thing, every single like $1,000 level, it seems like we're bumping against resistance. And this is part of the problem with having, this is part of the problem with having no reference point. We have no reference point. We're in price discovery. But the fact is that if we're looking at, from all-time high to all-time high, in similar numbers to 2017, we're not ripping like we should have been. But the important thing is, if you go and you look at like the stock to flow chart, we go to Digitalic and look at the stock to flow chart. Is according to the stock to flow chart, there's really nothing in here to indicate that we're in trouble. I mean, if you look at it in reality, we're still above where we should be. And I think part of that could be due to the fact that we had such a massive run up in January. Because if you look here, January is really what put us above the average. So I don't know. I don't really know what the thing is, but I can tell you I'm not feeling very bullish right now today. There's not a lot of hype. There's not a lot of stories. It's kind of like a big letdown after the Coinbase pump. And I certainly didn't think, you want to show that? Go back. I certainly didn't think that we were going to immediately retrace the entire Coinbase IPO pump.
Well, you know what they say, buy the rumor, sell the news.
Well, for sure. But, I mean, you would think that still we would be up from where it started.
Right.
But now we're actually in a negative month. That means there's a good chance, I think, that April is going to end up being a red month, and this is where we had the biggest story ever in the history of cryptocurrency going.
And it'd be one of the few Aprils ever that's a red month, especially during a bull cycle. So.
Yeah.
But it is interesting to me that you showed we've never, how many months of green we've had in a row, and that kind of to the same sentiment I was making, like if we're due for a red month, we almost it can't be green 12 months in a row.
I just wouldn't have thought it would have been this month.
No, I wouldn't have thought it would have been this month either. So, but that just goes to show it always does.
So somebody says, why would whales let the price run while leverage traders are still bringing them free money anytime the price pumps 0.5%? Well, I mean, leverage traders are bringing free money all the time. So, as long as there's movement up or down, people are leverage trading, So, all right, so we have the record number of liquidations. So crypto futures saw a record $10 billion worth of liquidations on Sunday, and the market lost $300 billion from it in 1 week, basically. Crypto futures market saw the highest number of liquidation, the highest number. Have you ever seen the highest number? There it is.
I have now.
Is the sudden Bitcoin price pullback caught over leverage traders off guard? Exchanges offering crypto futures liquidated $10 billion worth of positions. And I'll be honest with you, I think that one reason why we keep getting over leveraged, somebody says when BitBoy doesn't feel hype, that means that we will actually go up within any day. Guys, I'm sacrificing for you right now. I'm acting bearish so the price will go up. But the thing I want to say here is that I think the reason why we're continuing to see these record liquidations over and over again is, well, I mean, number one, of course, just the price is up, so there's more volume, so there's going to be more liquidations. But the thing is, I think a lot of people are like me. Like, they keep waiting for this gigantic run-up. They keep waiting for something similar to what we see in January, and we're just not seeing it. So people are trying to position themselves for that run, and it's not happening. And maybe when people give up on that, maybe when people watch this video and they say, oh, BitBoy's not super bullish today on the price of Bitcoin on this individual day or for the next week or whatever, and I'm bullish all the time, then maybe, people will just say, oh, well, maybe I'll just wait out, and then that's when the price will rip. So, but I think that's what's going on is a lot of people are waiting to get a massive move and a massive run up, and they're not getting it. And so they're staying in these trades longer. They're not taking profits. They're getting over leveraged, and they're getting liquidated. So, I was trading really great over the weekend. Why? Because the price was going up. And then, I waited for yesterday. Price was going up, not this weekend, but we had a low point on that wick. Price was going up. I made some good trades. And then today I got absolutely wrecked. I don't want to talk about it today. I'll talk about it tomorrow maybe. But, it says Ethereum crashed since I dressed up as Cupid. You guys think I shouldn't dress up like Cupid anymore? Or do you guys like that? Okay. Maybe I should dress up like a pancake. Maybe that's next. Maybe I'll dress up like a pancake. But anyways, Bitcoin futures accounted for more than 50% of total market-wide liquidations on Sunday. Liquidations happen when trades cannot fulfill margin requirements. We already know what that means. So That's what happened. Let's move on to the next story here. Talking about the massive blackout in China. China endorses Bitcoin investment. So as we get this tweet, right? We talked about this tweet earlier where these guys said they're money laundering. The U.S. is going after them. At the same time, we got a story from China. They've now officially endorsed BTC investments. Is that a squeaky toy or is that the actual dog?
That's the actual dog.
He's such a cute little dog. This is the one joy of the day. The one joy of the day is ADA. Okay, so Bitcoin is beginning a new week. Let's see, here, this is what I want to get to. I want to get down here. I've already talked about a lot. But as Cointelegraph reported, suspicions are focusing on a Chinese power blackout that hit the hash rate. Now, I told you that there's no way that this tweet about the market following or about money laundering is going to affect the market 15%. Like, that's not real, okay? Smoke and mirrors. What's really going on? This is the things that are going on behind the scenes. Suspicions are focusing on a Chinese power blackout that hit the hash rate as well as rumored legal action by United States regulators. In his own breakdown of what happened, popular statistician Willy Woo highlighted both China and skittish moves by investors as contributing to the losses. We saw the largest one-day drop in mining hash rate since November of 2017. The hash rate on the network essentially halved, causing mayhem in Bitcoin price as it crashed. In a sign that the future could see fresh sustained upside, Wu reiterated the reset in an on-chain metric, the spent transaction output ratio, the SOPR, showing that long-term investors will likely soon stop selling altogether. In simple terms, profit taking by longer-term investors is completing very little sell power left unless investors want to sell at a loss from their entry price, unlikely in a bull market. So here we go. If you guys want the hopium, this is it, the SOPR. A whole range of Bitcoin network indicators and fundamentals are buoying bull's cause, even as the Bitcoin US dollar price remains below February's high of 58,300. For Wu and others, particularly important are the transfer of funds to investors who traditionally hodled, not sold, another classic trait of Bitcoin's rise in recent months. Serious strong-handed holders are buying this dip. In the last 24 hours, over 200,000 Bitcoin became liquid, a 3-year record. And so basically, here's the thing. We've got some fundamentals pointing to some strong stuff with the price. And we can go and we can look at Glassnode, and we know that we can look at all of the things we always look at, which are right here, the top bottom indicators, okay? Oh, this is interesting. The Pure multiple is actually up. But if you look, all 4 of the other top bottom indicators are way down. The Nupal, like guys, this Nupal is crazy how far down this Nupal is. Like we're nowhere close to the top. We just hit an all-time high at $65,000 and we're nowhere near the top. We look at this plummet. Look at us plummeting on this. This is the last 1 month. We've dropped dramatically. Look at 6 months. Plummeting. We're nowhere close to the top. And this is where we talk about market health, right?
That's great.
Yeah, it looks great. Fantastic. Because you got to understand there's not a relationship between the price and the Nupal. It's just how far it fell down from the high point in the price. But let's look at this Pure multiple here. Well, Pure multiple is up, but look at it. It's up 23%, but look how much it plummeted right there. That's why it's up. Look how far this thing fell. Yeah, and so with this, when you're looking at the Pure multiple, it needs to be high up in this red zone. Almost, I mean, not in 2017, but in 2013, 2014, it touched the top of the red zone. Here it got about halfway through it, and here we haven't even touched it. So there's nothing on, the chart side to really be looking at. This is a top. Now we did look at the pi cycle top indicator. It did cross. We can take a look at where that's at right now and look. But from a fundamental perspective, there's a lot of good things about the chain. Sometimes I don't know how much the on-chain metrics really does matter, right? Like, I mean, when we're looking at, there's definitely a crossover when you're looking at things like wallet addresses, like that's a direct cause and effect relationship. Obviously, the more money that's flowing into exchanges, the more people are getting ready to sell and things like that. But other on-chain metrics, I don't know if they're as important. But let's take a look at the Pi cycle top here. So, and well, I tell you what, it is very interesting. I mean, when you look at, they say this indicator is within 3 days of a top of the market. And we just had, it just crossed, and we just had what we just had. And I don't know, could it be the case that some people are scared by this metric, and this metric alone has made some people want to start selling? I don't know. But definitely interesting stuff going on with the Chinese blackout. That definitely had an effect, I believe. You know, it just, when you look at anything, like what is the thing that makes the price of Bitcoin go up, right? Like overall.
More people buying than selling.
Well, that's a very basic level. Correct. What is the price of Bitcoin? Well, it's what somebody's willing to buy it or sell it for. But when you look at overall the halving cycles, like what is it that causes really the price to go up? It's the supply shock of the production of Bitcoin getting cut in half. Anytime you have something shocking to the price or to the Bitcoin chain, is going to have an effect. And so I think really that Chinese blackout probably had a large effect on the price. When you got a lot of people kind of living in fear of what's about to happen, because we did have this cycle, you know, the Pi cycle top cross, and then all of a sudden the price starts dropping, it's like a compound effect. And then you got the money laundering tweet and all this stuff. All of it's kind of a compound effect. But guys, I did want to show this real quick, by the way. I forgot to show this at the beginning. This is from Crypto Beatniks. They made this fun little... Yeah, wrong way. Is that me?
You got to bounce your head.
So you guys can follow at Crypto Beatniks on... here, can you zoom in on that? At Crypto Beatniks on Twitter. They made this nice little shirt for me. You know, what is your favorite thing about this shirt, TJ?
My favorite thing about the shirt, it's gray.
Yeah. I was about to say, my favorite thing is how my hair blends into the shirt. Like, you can't tell where my hair starts and it finishes. So
yeah, no, it's a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt, though.
Cool NFT, too.
But I have a problem wearing things that have my face on it. I don't think I could wear it, but you guys can wear it. So, is that vain? Kevin Smith said when on my interview with him, he loves to put all his art up of him. So, I'm struggling with that.
Yeah. I think that's... Yeah.
I like what he said, though. He says because people put time and effort into it, and he wants to, you know, so... All right, we got this story here, more crypto IPOs. Argo blockchain co-founder launches London IPO of new crypto company. So a co-founder of the Bitcoin mining company, Argo blockchain, said to launch the initial public offering of a new crypto company that will focus on decentralized finance. Now, we're actually going to be at the Miami Crypto Experience this week, and I'm going to be doing a talk on DeFi. So if you guys are down in the Miami area, you guys should come down. Are we going to have our own meetup down there for that?
Definitely in June we will.
Yeah, in June.
I don't know if we will for this. I mean, we might have an impromptu one.
Yeah, we're only going to be there 2 days. We're going to be very busy, so.
And I did tell Nekos we do his yacht party in Miami in June, so.
Yeah, I think we're going on a yacht while we're down there this time. That's where the Crypto Playhouse people are.
Okay.
So it's not Crypto Playhouse anymore. It's just the luxury watch brands guy. Dan. So we're going to go hang out with him and talk about crypto stuff.
There'll always be Crypto Playhouse.
There'll always be Crypto Playhouse does.
Yeah. The OG Instagram days.
Yeah, funny story. You guys know we have one of the largest Instagram accounts in crypto. Probably, are we the largest now? We're probably very close to it.
There's probably a bunch of Forex ones that are bigger.
Yeah, a lot of Forex ones.
All the scam ones are bigger.
Yeah, but here, I found this from coinbureau.com here. Top 10 best crypto Instagram accounts to follow. And let's see who he's got here. Let's see. Oh, number 1, Coin Bureau. Wow. It's 7,000 followers. Great job there, Coin Bureau. Putting yourself number 1. Meanwhile, I can't even bear the sight of my own face on my own shirt. Cryptograph. So they got pretty good. 106K followers. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I like them. Cryptomaniacs. We like Cryptomaniacs. They're good. But it's really weird. It's almost like he went out of his way not to include us. Wow. Pretty cool, Coin Bureau. Guy's a douche. I don't like that guy. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Guys, if you want to follow a great account on Instagram, I will shamelessly show myself to you right now. You guys can follow us on Instagram. I just don't like how they intentionally leave us out of stuff. Not a good guy. I don't like that guy. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like him. He's a douche. I don't know if you guys know. He specifically leaves out the entire rest of the content creators. They don't want to work with anybody. If you notice, like a lot of us, we do videos together. We like each other. We talk together. They intentionally like to remove themselves from everybody else. And I got a big problem with that. We're all supposed to be working together. And meanwhile, they're not doing that. That's a team of people over there. It's not just one person like it wants you to think it is. But guys, you can follow us on Instagram. We got 134,000 followers, and we know how to read a teleprompter. We put a lot of, memes over here and different stuff. So, and guys, where else do you get this? Where else do you get that right there? You can probably hear that in your ear, huh?
No.
So anyways, make sure you're following us over there. We're verified on Instagram. We're verified everywhere but Twitter. Twitter, what the is wrong with Twitter? Why will they not verify me there? It bothers the crap out of me. I think we should change our name to Ben Armstrong over there.
I think so too.
Let's do that today. See if we can get Twitter to, we're the #1 most impersonated crypto channel out there. People losing money left and right. But we're coming after the scammers. We're coming after the impersonators. We're now working with a company that's helping us report all of them to the FBI, actually, even in the Atlanta field office here. So if you are a scammer or you are an impersonator, just know we are coming at you. Hopefully you guys have noticed on our videos, we've pretty much destroyed the impersonators. We're in the process of destroying the impersonators. We have a company working on this. We pay a lot of money to keep you safe. I want you guys to know that. So, we never want anybody to lose money. All the time I'm getting people asking me, if I run this crypto arbitrage group, if I take investments, none of it ever. So we appreciate Instagram verifying us, TikTok verifying us, YouTube verifying us, Facebook verifying us, Twitter, what is wrong with you? That's the question. So anyways, all right, so back to this, guys. Talking about this Argo IPO here. It's aiming to place 200 million shares at 5 p.m. each through Novum Securities, the company's corporate advisor and joint broker alongside Tennyson Securities. What a British sounding name that is. First dealings in the shares are expected to commence later this month. Edwards is the co-founder of Bitcoin miner Argo blockchain, which floated in London in 2018 at 16p a share. Is that 16 pounds? Is that what that stands for? Its shares are now trading at 163p. Smaller than 1080p, but 163p, boosted by the explosion of the Bitcoin price over the year. We hope to create a very large, diversified portfolio that is in its earliest stages of investing in this asset class, Edwards said. And here's the thing, guys. We're seeing more of these companies wanting to go public. And if you watch my video with Ellie this weekend on the channel, we talked about BitClout, which I did get my account. I have my BitClout account. What do you guys think about BitClout? What do you think about it, TJ?
I don't really have a strong opinion on it. I've only looked at it for about 12 seconds, but they are requesting that you stop banging on the table because that is pretty loud in their ears. Like when you hit the water bottle or the table.
Oh, the water bottle.
Or pick up the keyboard and put it back down.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I mean, just when you hit the table. You're good. I'm just letting you know.
I'm sorry. Look, the microphone looks giant now. Look how big the microphone is. All right, guys. I'm sorry. I will try not to hit the table. I didn't know that was hurting your eyes there.
Your ears.
Hurting your ears, not your eyes. Your ears.
Other things hurting their eyes.
Friday, your eyes may have been very injured. But anyways, guys, we're seeing more of these companies go public. And if you watch my video with Ellie, we talked about BitClout a little bit. I don't know what to think about BitClout. I don't like a lot of stuff about it, but I also don't want to get left out. Oh, I just did it again. I don't want to get left out of it if, people are doing well on there and it becomes a new social media thing. Just had a lot of, negative stuff about the lawsuit that came out right when they, launched. It's a pseudonymous team. I do not like that.
Yeah.
I hate anonymous and pseudonymous teams. We do not want to work with any of them.
It's one of those, I don't like it. It smells funny, but we also can't ignore it. So we have to claim our account and just kind of see what happens with it. I hope it goes away, but it might not. So.
Well, no, I actually, the thing is I kind of like the idea, actually.
I like the idea. I don't like the way it came about. I
agree.
It feels shady. Yeah. A lot of things about it feel shady.
Then what, I don't understand, why are they pseudonymous and yet they've got these giant investors, like Andreessen Horowitz and
that's what I'm saying.
The Winklevoss twins and I think Sequoia Capital maybe.
That's what seems sketch about it.
That's what seems sketch. It's like they all know something we don't.
Right. So.
Interesting.
It's weird.
But anyways, also in that video, we talked about the Coinbase IPO and what would happen if other, companies went public. What would that do? Well, she asked me, like, if CoinSpot, which is what they use in Australia, if they went public, I guess, on the Australian stock exchange, what would that do for investors in, or people that use CoinSpot? Well, what did it do for people who use Coinbase? Nothing.
Yeah.
Did literally nothing. So you can buy it. Is Mr. Elron in here?
I don't think
get
so.
him to buy me some Coinbase stock today. Guys, let's look at that real quick, by the way. I wonder what the Coinbase stock is doing today. Let's see here. I want to look at that real quick because let's see, now that is opened, what effect that has. The price of, look at that. Okay, so it looks like it went all the way up to 429 last week. This is the day. Let's go to the daily here. Daily. Okay, so that was Friday. It went up, and now today you're seeing it go down. So the interesting thing is it's only down a total of $4 while Bitcoin is down a gigantic amount. It did go down as far as 327. So the overall price went down $13, like it's ranged $13 so far after the opening, which is very interesting because I wonder how direct the effect of the price of Bitcoin is going to have on the price of coin. And it looks like right now not much.
No.
But I wonder if that's because the volume is still up today. Maybe it has a lot more to do with the volume than the actual price. I mean, we know that. We've looked at that before. So, I don't know. I can't wait to see this Coinbase stock develop over time. Very interesting.
It is.
Okay, so next, let's talk about meme pumps here. We've got Dogecoin. Dogecoin price quadruples as Elon Musk memes drive cryptocurrency to new high. This is a fun little picture here.
It is.
We should put Ada on her own coin.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
We can call it Ada. Okay. But guys, this is the thing. When it comes to Dogecoin, TJ, do you want to say what we were talking about this morning? Remember you were talking about someone was saying that it feels very top-ish that Dogecoin was pumping?
Yeah, they were just saying, basically I think this came out of our research group. They were saying somebody out of nowhere came up to him and said, oh, yeah, I made $70,000 on Dogecoin, and they're not a crypto person at all. They rode the huge pump, and they were just saying, like, it's starting to feel, kind of top-ish, or, like, all the dumb money is here now. All the people that don't traditionally invest, don't traditionally mess with stocks or crypto seem to be talking about it all the time and making money on it and thinking they're going to be millionaires and all this different stuff, which is traditionally when you start to see this, like, conversations happening everywhere at the gym, at your barber, everybody's talking about stocks and crypto, or specifically crypto. Last cycle, that was a pretty good indicator, like, oh, wait a minute. Once everybody's in on it, that's usually a pretty good sign it's going to drop. So he was saying, like, he's starting to be concerned, even though, like, the cycle says it's not time to be the top yet. We're starting to feel like we're getting closer to it. So that was kind of that sentiment. Yeah. But we're not, I don't know. I'm not necessarily convinced because I'm also hearing that from a couple different people. And usually when you get multiple people talking about tops, like, oh, it's starting to feel top-ish, then usually it's not. So I don't know. We'll just have to kind of watch and see.
Well, this is what I'll say on that. This, to me, is more of an indicator of the stock market top than the crypto top.
Yeah.
Because the people investing in Dogecoin are not the same people. Like, if I do a Dogecoin video on TikTok, it blows up.
Yeah.
Every time. The people investing in Dogecoin are not crypto people. You will not find anyone, I believe, who is... you can find some people. In general, you would be hard-pressed to find crypto people. People have been in this market since 2017 that are, like, going all in on Dogecoin. We've all been shocked by this.
Yeah.
Right? There's been nothing to indicate that this was going to happen other than some Elon Musk tweets. People are investing in these meme coins the very same way they're investing in GameStop. They know it's not worth anything. Everyone knows GameStop is going out of business, right? There's no way that GameStop, at least in its current form of, brick and mortar, there's no way it's not going out of business. It's dead. It's like Blockbuster. Blockbuster got ultimately killed by the 2008 financial crisis. And I don't know what is going to be the thing that's going to eventually kill GameStop. I mean, eventually probably they're going to stop making console games, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you believe that, right?
It'd just be all downloads.
It'll be all downloads. And when it's all downloads, why would anyone go to a GameStop ever? Which I hate. I'm old fashioned. I love the actual discs because like for my kids' games, my kids all have Switches. They all three have Switches, and like it's much easier to rotate the games with a hard disk than it is the downloadable versions. I got to buy 3 of them instead of 1. But I think that this is just something that is, more Wall Street bets than anything else. I heard they actually banned crypto from that forum, but they're working on a Wall Street bets coin. They actually reached out to me. So they want me to work with the Wall Street bets coin when it comes out.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be on the BSC Launchpad, I believe.
I heard they
I'm open to it because I think it's going to crush it, but,
I heard they uplifted the no crypto chat.
They did?
I heard. I don't know if it's true.
Probably because they're doing their own coin.
Right.
So
they
reached
need
out
some
to me,
crypto chatter in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't come into crypto and not send me a message, But guys, we've got these other coins here. Dogecoin Killer SHIB. This is up 3,000% in a day, I think they said. And this is the Dogecoin Killer, but here it says the Dogecoin Killer. How hard is it to kill Dogecoin? I don't know. I guess this is Dogecoin right here, or Dogecoin. This is my car. Let me get to where'd it go? There we go. There's the Dogecoin right there. Is that similar to Dogecoin? I think it is. But anyways, guys, we have this Shiba where, basically you're starting, the whole idea behind these coins are I don't want to call them pump and dump coins because I don't know how much there's like somebody sitting out there like waiting to dump on everybody. These are just like pump coins. That's what they are. They're designed to just go up in value without having any kind of actual use case or any kind of benefits other than just making money. That feels very top-ish.
Yeah.
But this is all still falling within this meme coin run, right? You also have this project, which a lot of people have asked me to talk about, SafeMoon. I saw somebody, Doge, 42 cents on 420.
A lot of people were saying
I
that.
like how you just add like 2.0 cents to make it 442. Yeah. I don't know. So anyways, guys, we got SafeMoon here, and I don't really know that much about this one. I know a lot of people are, on TikTok shill this. We see people shilling it over here in the chat all the time.
So the number one question I get asked is it a scam? And I don't know enough about it to really.
And see, here's the thing. Well, this is what I'll tell you about these types of coins. Okay, this is you can show this up here. This is one of these coins that is designed. It's got a penalty for selling. Okay, you have to set your slippage to like 11%, and then you lose money when you sell it. These coins are designed to make the people that launch them all the money. Right? Okay? So they're not necessarily pump and dump coins, because a pump and dump would be if let's say I came out here, talked about a coin, and then like 1 minute later, as soon as I did the video and people made the money, which people say we do this. We've literally never done this in the history of this channel. But basically what it is, but what's funny is we have talked about projects on this channel before where there are people that are waiting to do stuff like that. There are people that have been waiting on a large YouTuber or a large, Twitter account to talk about their project so the value can go up and they can get out of it and sell it, right? Like we know that happens. That happened with Phantasma when we did a Phantasma video. Somebody, I don't know who it is. I've got my suspicions. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. But they were just waiting on us to do that video to sell on everybody, and that's, what happened there. So but I don't think these are necessarily where people are just waiting to push narratives and sell coins. But I do think that these are designed for the people that created them to make all the money on the front end. And people will make money on the run up. But eventually, like, you can't sell. If there's like an 11% penalty for selling it, that means the value's got to go up more than 11% just for you to break even. So you got to think about that. I am not a big fan of this stuff. That's why we don't talk about meme coins really on here, because these projects, they don't do any, like, there's no, when we're looking at a market that the only value of having something is that it goes up, that's very dangerous. Right? Like, that's not sustainable in any way or concept. I do like this. Like, share this real quick. Very similar to this tweet right here. Right? Sources. I like this. It says, let's see. One Reddit user said, I completely agree. Once they get listed on an exchange, this could easily blow up. Well, the problem is for these things to get listed on exchanges, there's going to be large fees to the people that put them on there. Okay, so you got to wonder whether they're going to, this is where it gets a little, are they willing to pay that or not? Have they already made enough money? But somebody said, why is SafeMoon not listed on CoinMarketCap in the top 200? Even though it has a value of $2 billion. And if you go over here and you look at, the top 200 coins here, let's see where, you got to go all the way down to the bottom here to scroll to the next one. So if you look at page number 2, a $2 billion market cap should put it in the top 100 actually. So that should put it around, let's see, let's go back to number 1 here. A $2 billion market cap would put SafeMoon somewhere around the top 60. But the thing is, if you didn't know, CoinMarketCap has very strict requirements for getting into the top 200. You have the top 200 and then you have the rest of the coins. They're not meeting the qualifications. So a lot of that would be, it's got to be able to be on an exchange and not just a DEX for the most part. It's got to have some major exchange listings to be able to get on there. And then there's several other things. They want to make sure all the volume is good. There's no wash trading. There's not, a lot of wash trading, I guess. So I think that for me personally, I stay away from this. I recommend people to stay away from these coins. But there is no doubt that people are making money on these coins right now. But the question is, how long will that continue? I'm not saying they're giant Ponzi schemes or anything like that, but at some point, guys, if you compare Polkadot or Binance Coin to SafeMoon, I mean, let's be for real, right? Dogecoin, let's be honest about Dogecoin. The only reason Dogecoin has been blowing up is because Elon Musk has been tweeting about Dogecoin for a year and a half. Yep. If Elon Musk never posted about Dogecoin, this would not be a top 40 coin right now. So when your whole entire plan is, the value is going to go up and people make money, and then you've got the richest or second richest man in the world talking about you nonstop. He ain't talking about Elongate. He ain't talking about SafeMoon. He ain't talking about Shiba. Okay, so let's do some math here, guys. Let's do some math. All right, so next we have U.S. SEC expected to impose fair amount of regulation on cryptocurrencies, says former chairman. Harvey Pitt talked about the future of cryptocurrency regulation under the new chairman, Gary Gensler, in an interview with Bloomberg Friday. Pitt is an American lawyer who served as the 26th chairman of the U.S. SEC, 2001 to 2003. With the market debut of Coinbase via direct listing on NASDAQ, Pitt was asked what he expects to happen with the regulation of cryptocurrencies and exchanges. He said, I expect to see a fair amount of regulation of cryptocurrencies. Right now, I think the rules are unclear. So a very specific statement, full of clarity, when asked about this. Expect to see a fair amount sometime. Right now, nobody knows. What a general statement here. He says, whether or not certain offerings involve securities or not is unclear.
He's really breaking some new ground here.
This is incredible, guys. I mean, is the price of Bitcoin going to the moon right now? I mean, what's happening with Bitcoin? Because this has got to be, it's gone up $1,000 since we started reading this story. So, wow, this is it. We're getting finally clarity on all this. Whether or not certain offerings involve securities or not is unclear. There is a definite likelihood that the SEC will move forward. Gary Gensler is an expert on cryptocurrencies. He's taught about them. He is a market expert, Pitt continued. I would expect to see clear rules of the road evolve under his leadership. Now, if you didn't know, if you're an XRP fan, Gary Gensler is the one who, on the way out, no, that's not right, is it?
I don't think so.
No,
I think Gary Gensler's the new guy.
Yeah, Clayton. Jay Clayton is the one who on the way out. Gary Gensler replaced Jay Clayton.
Yeah.
Jay Clayton on the way out is the one who took the shot at XRP and got that going. There's a real question about where jurisdictions lie. Borderless economy, guys. It is hard to know. There are many, and there may be a need for clarifying legislation. The SEC is already taking the position that Bitcoin and Ethereum are not securities, and therefore is no regulatory involvement on the SEC's part. And with this, guys, we just go back to one thing we talked about over the weekend, right? Which is, it's so hard for me to believe that supposedly part of the reason why Bitcoin went down this weekend. TJ, did you watch our videos this weekend?
No.
It's okay. You can be honest with me.
No, I looked at the titles and the headlines.
Titles
and thumbnails.
And then you make investment decisions based on those.
No, I pretty much knew what you said, I think.
Okay. One of the 4 reasons why people were speculating the price of Bitcoin dropped this weekend was, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Because Turkey said they're going to ban cryptocurrency as a payment.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
I can't believe people are still going for that. That's almost as bad as the Tether FUD at this point.
It really is.
Like it's just so redundant and never ever ever happens.
Yeah.
And the price only ever goes up when that happens, even on the rumor in Turkey.
Yeah, Turkey. Let's see. What is Turkey's economy? What rank is Turkey's economy? 20th. Wow, they're number 20. That's much higher than I thought.
Yeah, they have a solid economy, and there's a lot of people over there, and they're very tech savvy. But it's just hilarious to think that. I mean, people that think that they can do that, like, it just doesn't work. Every time, throughout history, every time a government ever has tried to ban, quote unquote, ban cryptocurrency, like, you can't ban an open source protocol. Like, people just can run the software regardless. So you can make it hard for them to buy, but guess what happens? When you make things hard to buy, people want to buy it more, so the price goes up.
You got to admit, you do have to admit, though, with the United States, like, one thing that they've actually gotten right, I say they, it's us, I mean our government, is they realize very early they can't ban Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like, that's at least, like, one good thing about the United States. You don't see a lot of FUD from us about banning Bitcoin because they're smart enough to know it is not possible. Like, we are the most, look, China certainly is there right now, but we are still, as of right now today, the most powerful country in the world. Like, I don't think there's a question about that. There may be a question. Us and China are the most powerful countries in the world. And look at both countries. They're both saying, we can't ban this. We know we can't ban it, right? We can try to do little things regulatory-wise to, stop people from using it or on-ramp, off-ramps, whatever. But the fact is they know we can't ban it. You have a country like Turkey, a country like India, and they're just still stupid. Like, they still just think, like, oh, well, we'll just say we'll ban it, and that'll be it. That's like, that's like when you were a kid and your mom was going to be, leaving for the day or something, and she's like, well, make sure that today, while I'm gone, that you don't, go to the refrigerator and get the frosting and eat it with a spoon. I did do that a few times.
I was going to say, was that a thing?
No, I did that a few times, yeah. But I was always sneaky about it, so I'd make sure I patted it down so she didn't know, You don't want to leave the big spoon dip in the middle of the frosting. Uh-huh. I was not a fat kid, by the way. I was a very skinny kid, but I did like frosting. I like to put the sprinkles in the frosting. But it's like your mom telling you something when you're gone. Like, I'm going to be gone all day, but you better not do this one thing. The food example is actually kind of bad because, like, you could actually know whether or not the frosting was eaten. It's more like saying, while I'm gone, you better not play that video game.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't watch TV while I'm gone.
Don't watch TV while I'm gone. Yeah. Like, you're in trouble. You're grounded. Like, you're sick. Stay in the bed. Don't watch TV. It's the first thing he did. Turn on Price is Right, obviously. Yep. So that's like what these countries are saying. There's no guidance. There's no way they can actually do this stuff. And clearly like frosting. I did like frosting as a kid.
Well, your dad did call you Cake Boy, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a much later. That was when I was like 30. Okay. I was actually kind of large then. I still am somewhat large. But I don't know if you guys know. I've been losing a lot of weight. I've been looking real good. That's why I came out like Cupid, you guys know. A lot of people were confused. They thought I was actually coming out as a Greek god. But yeah, a lot of people. So anyways, the idea of the United States. But I will say this. As I was looking at this story here on this, the interesting thing is maybe what if, TJ, I want to know what you think about this. What if the next giant hopium is the dismissal of the XRP lawsuit?
Could be.
That could be because we got big stuff coming in May on that.
Yeah.
And if the SEC lawsuit gets dismissed against XRP, floodgates will open.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All bets are off with...
we did it! We came up with the thing!
Yeah, nothing's a security. Anybody can do anything they want if Ripple wins that lawsuit. So it'll be real interesting.
So our only hope for Bitcoin is XRP.
Oh, gosh. Don't tell the maxis.
I am the commander of the XRP army now. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Yeah.
I saw somebody, who was it that put that meme up there of Dogecoin, like the Doge looking at Bitcoin, like, I am the crypto now.
Yeah, that's a
so
good
funny.
one.
Okay, all right, guys. So we got virtual future here. The metaverse. Crypto-rich investors snap up virtual real estate. Now, I believe this is the future for sure. I believe in a metaverse. I believe that we will move to this. I think Ready Player One is actually a pretty realistic scenario to some extent. There's some stuff about it, obviously, that's not correct. But Let's see. It says the work is a non-fungible token, a new type of virtual asset that has its ownership status and authenticity verified by blockchain. NFTs have exploded in popularity in 2021 with prices skyrocketing. But art is just one part of a new economy of blockchain-based virtual worlds, where land, buildings, avatars, and even names can be bought and sold as NFTs, often fetching hundreds of thousands of dollars. In these environments referred to as the metaverse, people can wander around with friends, visit virtual buildings, and attend virtual events. Now, imagine a virtual Jake Paul versus Ben Askren fight where you get to go in and hang out with them. That may not be a great example because then they couldn't really be fighting, I guess. But I guess in the future, it'll probably be illegal to box. So maybe you'll have to box online. The current Cambrian explosion of NFTs that you see is all about acquisition. People want to buy up NFTs, gobble as many of them as they can. Back to turkeys. Said Anand Venkateswaran, a.k.a. Tubador, who runs the Metapurse Fund with Metakavan. This is the nerdiest sentence I've ever read. I will say that. But let's see. So let's talk about this. A plot of virtual land that costs $500,000. The NFT frenzy has heightened interest in blockchain-based online environments. The best known are Decentraland, Crypto Voxels, Somnium Space, and the Sandbox. We are big on Sandbox. That is our number one, where virtual real estate prices are hitting new highs. Decentraland has seen more than $50 million in total sales, including land, avatars, usernames, and wearables like virtual outfits. A patch of land measuring 41,216 virtual square meters. What is that? How big is a square meter? Let's write this in American, please. Sold for $572,000 on April 11th, which platform said was a record. Now, here is the number one image right here is Sandbox. Well, if you zoom in on this, you start to see, looky there. There's our BitBoy land. We've got a nice little spot over here. We've got that one, and then we also have, more too. Where is the rest of our land?
It's somewhere close to Atari.
It's close to Atari, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's going to be, the other one's smaller. It's harder to spot.
Yeah, I can't ever find it. But anyways, we've got a lot of land here. We got a lot of land on Sandbox. We're really excited about it. We are building Digital City. We hired, you guys got to understand, this is what's happening, okay? We hired professional Minecraft builders to come in and build our city. We're building a giant BitBoy statue in the middle. And you guys will see, there will be some crossover between, our comic universe and our digital city, which we're building. Think about how cool this is, right? We're building the actual city that you're going to see in the BitBoy comic books in the virtual land. It's not real life, it's virtual life. But you're going to be able to see, something occur in a comic, and you're going to be able to go to that spot in the virtual land. These Minecraft builders are not cheap, by the way. This is, we talk about, if you guys didn't know, our mission statement here of Hit Network, because Hit Network is, BitBoy Crypto obviously is what we started as, okay? But Hit Network is our actual company now, okay? This is, everything we do is falling under Hit Network. And for us, our mission statement for Hit Network is elevating potential to success in the new economy. Yeah, it's like that.
I like that.
Okay. Because we believe in a new economy. We think this is where life is going. We're going to a virtual and digital place. This is the future right here. Becoming a professional Minecraft builder one day will be more lucrative than actually going out and building a real house. Because real houses will probably be built in factories. I don't know. Eventually, I guess, most jobs are going to be replaced, right? We understand that. Could a robot build a house as good as a person? Yes. One day they will, for sure. So, obviously, I always look at truck drivers. Truck drivers are always the one to me that I feel like they get the short end of the stick. We need them. They're very important. Love truck drivers. But one day, guys, trucks are dangerous, right? You know that, right? If you just think about it, let's use common sense, okay? If you get into an accident in a sports car with a semi-truck, who's going to win that?
Semi-truck.
Okay. My wife, God bless her. I love my wife. She's great. Okay. Literally every time we drive back to a semi-truck, she tenses up. We're just passing them on the interstate. She tenses up. They're intimidating. They're bigger than everybody else on the road. It's very easy to see that one day trucks are going to be gone. It's all going to be automated, right? There probably will ultimately be lanes built on the interstate specifically for trucks, and they will all be, what do they call those? What kind of cars? Self-driven? What's the word?
Self-driving. Automated, you said it. Automated and self-driving vehicles. Yeah.
Automated self-driving vehicles. They'll all be that.
My theory is actually all these like toll lanes that people, you pay extra, they're already monitored with all these cameras and sensors and all these different things. You pay extra to go a little bit faster. I have a feeling eventually those will all get converted into automation lanes. So like all the cars in there are automated. You pay a little bit extra, but you can go as fast as you want. You know, they might cap it at 150 miles an hour or something, but you can get places really fast because every vehicle in there is automated, so you can go a lot faster.
Yeah. So we love truck drivers. Like I don't want anyone to get confused on that. We met a truck driver from Florida at the meetup. Like we love truck drivers. I've got people in my family that are truck drivers.
Autonomous, that was the word.
Autonomous vehicles, right? That's what I was looking for. But guys, let's use common sense here. This is going to be one of the jobs that gets eliminated for sure. Eventually, almost every job other than crypto YouTuber is going to be eliminated.
But then millions of new ones get created.
Like a professional Minecraft builder. These virtual worlds are the future, guys. You got to understand that. So being a first mover in spaces like this is very important. So whether you own the cryptocurrency, you own land, or you just learn about them, these are the types of new opportunities that are similar to things we were seeing in the early 90s with the internet. So last story here. Here's how much stock Coinbase's largest shareholders sold last week. So, and did anybody notice Coinbase has a new logo?
Yeah, they did. They almost closed the C.
They almost closed the C. It's actually like even tighter than this, I believe.
Yeah. It's basically a circle with a little sliver missing.
And is it similar to the Coinbase wallet logo?
I don't know.
Isn't it a circle?
I don't know.
I think it is a circle. But anyways, so they do have a new logo. But Coinbase sent shockwaves through the trading world after it tapped the public markets in a debut that's been rivaled by some of the largest tech initial IPOs or whatever in history. Exchange operators' fully diluted market capitalization hit more than $80 billion by the end of the first trading session, putting it up against several Wall Street titans such as Credit Suisse, NASDAQ, and Barclays. Still, the crypto world focused its attention not on Coinbase's positive metrics, but how much its executives were selling the stock. Do you feel like that's a fair sentence there? Do you think that's what we were all focused on? I don't think this is what we were focused on. No. I think we were focused on the residual effects into the world of crypto. None of us were sitting there like on pins and needles when they sell all their shares, you know. But they did sell a good bit of their shares, not a huge percentage. But in a tweet that garnered several thousand retweets, one spectator noted that Coinbase's management team sold off the lion's share of their equity. Let's see. Chief Executive Brian Armstrong, to start, sold less than 2% of his holdings. Meanwhile, CFO Alicia Haas, whom pundits erroneously said sold off 100% of their equity, only sold 15% of her total holdings. She still has nearly $500 million in total holdings based on the price of coin. Let's see. Emily Choi sold 24% of her shares. Jennifer Jones, which, do you guys know a Jennifer Jones? I know a Jennifer Jones. Who doesn't know a Jennifer Jones in their life? Very nice lady that I know, but I don't know this one. Jennifer Jones is probably the most generic female name. Do you think that's true?
No, but that's okay.
Maybe Jennifer Smith.
Or maybe Anderson.
Jennifer Jones, the firm's chief account officer, sold 38% of her total holdings, which is the most among executives in percentage terms. And this chart here shows who sold off what. You guys can see Brian Armstrong only sold like 2%. Like, who cares that these people sold their shares? Like, Brian Armstrong obviously shouldn't sell the majority of his shares because that would make it where, like, he's not the CEO, right? Like, if you sell off a large percent of your shares. Now, I'm not, you guys know, we're learning about the stock market. We're getting into it. I don't know how the shareholders and the boards and all that exactly work. But if Brian Armstrong sold off all of his shares, like, he'd lose all the equity in the company and it'd be very easy for him to be replaced. They would probably replace him if he did that. So he built this company from the ground up. So I don't think he's going to do that. But I just don't think it matters like that much that they're selling their shares. I think you can make some assumptions, right? Like, here are the assumptions. You could assume that they're selling off shares because they think the price is going to go down afterwards, okay? Or what if they're selling their shares to buy more Bitcoin? right? Like, that's the positive narrative in all this, is Brian Armstrong sold, $300 million worth, I believe. So is that like 2% of, see, that's why I thought it was more than that. Oh, it's like, he has like $17 billion worth of this? Golly, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a lot. I do think it kind of got overhyped and overfocused. And I think what was unique is typically when companies IPO, their members can't directly dump all their stuff.
It's like vesting in a private sale or something.
Right.
You can only do so much at a time.
And so since they could, I think there was a little bit more attention on this than normal. And then it incentivized people to make outlandish claims about what was actually done just for clicks and hype and stuff like that. But when you get back into the data like we were looking at here, it wasn't anything that substantial that was done. So, I think it's just a little overhyped, kind of like you were saying.
Yeah,
it's not that big a deal. Of course they're going to sell, take some profits, but they didn't sell that much.
But here's the thing. Like, who is this affecting? If you're in crypto, is this affecting you?
No.
Like, unless you bought a ton, like my boy Andre Geek said he bought a ton of the Coinbase when it launched.
Oh, boy.
Oh, he made a video saying he lost a lot of money on it. But we've talked about on this channel, it was not smart to buy within the first 24 hours. We didn't think that would be a good thing.
We even told Graham and them that when we were there.
We did tell them.
That little heads up.
Yeah, we gave him a heads up. We told Graham. We said, Graham was like, no, this Coinbase IPO, I'm real excited about this. Going to get it. I said, like, not at first. Like, I think it's going to do what Facebook did, where it's going to drop and then, find a bottom and then go back up.
Right.
And end up being a very valuable stock. But, I mean, I certainly didn't buy any yet. I want to get Mr. Elron to help me buy some today on my Webull app.
Yeah, seems
By
like
the way, if you guys want to buy on Webull, you guys can go to bitboyherder.com/deals, and you can scroll down to Webull and you get yourself some free stocks. That's what we use to do our stock trading. You guys can do it too. Go ahead, TJ.
No, I'll just say it seems to have found a floor around 320.
Yeah.
Like it seems to have settled around there. I mean, no guarantees, but.
Yeah, and a high around 420.
Yeah, look at that.
A lot of people are going to be high around 420, I think.
Yeah, that's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. Wow.
The rumor was Bitcoin was supposed to get to 69K on 420, but
no, that's not true.
Well, that's what some people.
$69,420.
Oh, on 420.
Yeah, on 420.
Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So, if it does, this will be the greatest run in the history of the world. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's all we got for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. But look, you just got to know. I'm not going to come on here and tell you guys that I'm like super incredibly bullish when I'm not. You guys are always going to get honesty on this channel. So some days, you know what? Things are exciting. Some days you're kind of looking for that hopium. And, who knows? Maybe in May we get the XRP dismissal by the SEC. That could be some bullish stuff. But we're going to start looking for some bullish narratives and see if we can find, like, what is the hopium to give you guys. Because we do not believe that this is the top of the market. We believe 0% that this is the top of the market. September is when we will see the top. September, October, August at the earliest, November at the latest. That's our opinion, and we're going to stick to that. Now, if we were to go down below $40,000 back to the 30,000s, like, we'd have to start thinking about some things. But right now, we got nothing to think that, so we're still bullish. We just don't know why we're bullish. We just know what the market's done traditionally, and we're going to stick with that. As I always say, we're going to stick with history until it breaks. So, all right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys a lot. Be blessed. Good way out.